You think airports make money from your ticket? Wrong. Landing a Boeing 747 costs an airline less than what you'd pay for a month of phone bills combined, yet that same airport pulls in billions a year. And here's the crazy part. The money airlines pay isn't even the main source. The real money comes from somewhere else entirely, a place you're standing in right now while you wait for your flight. In this video, we're breaking down exactly how the world's busiest airports, Dubai, Heathrow, JFK, actually make their money, and by the end, you'll know exactly where that money goes the next time you pay $10 for a chocolate bar at the airport. Let's get into it. First, the revenue everyone assumes is the whole story, money from airlines. Every flight that lands has to pay a fee to the airport. That fee is based on the aircraft's weight. The heavier the plane, the higher the charge. There's the landing fee, a weight-based charge on every landing. There's gate and terminal rent. Airlines pay rent for counter space, gates, and offices. And there are passenger service charges, hidden inside your ticket price. You never even notice it. But here's the twist. All of this combined still only makes up about 45% of a major airport's total revenue. The other 55%? That comes from places you'd never expect. And you need to hear the next part, because this is exactly why everything at an airport is so expensive. Now let's talk about the part that actually makes the big money. Airport travelers have a higher average income than a typical shopper. That's why brands fight for retail space in airports, because sales are basically guaranteed. A small duty-free store that would struggle in a regular city can thrive effortlessly inside an airport. Parking alone generates so much revenue that many airports consider it their single biggest non-aeronautical income source. In some cases, parking and ground transport make up 40% of total non-aero revenue. This is the most underrated part. The land airports own gets leased out to hotels, offices, and logistics companies. That means an airport isn't just a flight business, it's basically a real estate empire. Every waiting passenger is a captive audience. They literally can't go anywhere. That's exactly why brands pay premium prices for airport ad space. But the craziest revenue stream hasn't even been mentioned yet, and this one will genuinely shock you. At an airport like London Heathrow, where runway space is limited, a slot, basically a fixed landing or takeoff time, sells for tens of millions of dollars. A single slot can sometimes be worth more than an entire small airline. So the airport isn't just landing planes, it's literally selling time. Let's look at two real examples. Dubai International, government-owned, aggressive expansion model, a duty-free powerhouse. Heathrow, privately owned, slot-controlled, leaning heavily on real estate and landing fees. Two completely different business models, but they both agree on one thing. The longer a passenger stays inside the airport, the more money gets made. That's exactly why lounges are made so comfortable. To keep you there longer, spending more. Cargo handling fees are growing fast as global freight demand rises. General aviation and private jet fees are a major income source for smaller airports. Passenger facility charges are a small fee that funds capital improvements, and digital advertising with data-driven targeting is a rapidly growing new revenue stream. So next time you're standing at an airport thinking, $10 for a bottle of water, realize you're not just buying water, you're part of a billion-dollar business model. If you found this breakdown interesting, do one thing. Subscribe to the channel, because in the next video we're breaking down which airline is actually the most profitable in the world and exactly where its money comes from. Trust me, that one's just as shocking.